I'm Eric Richards in downtown Los Angeles at the federal courthouse, where the announcement of the arrest of a San Fernando Valley man accused of plotting to blow up and commit other acts of terrorism in Long Beach and other areas in Southern California. 26-year-old Mark Steven Domingo of Reseda, a former U.S. Army infantryman with combat experience in Afghanistan, faces a slew of federal charges in a terrorist plot in which he planned to detonate an improvised explosive device, an IED, for the purpose of causing mass casualties. This was supposed to happen at Bluff Park over the weekend with a white nationalist rally. That didn't happen, and I'll tell you why. It's because the FBI, in conjunction with local law enforcement, including Long Beach Police Department, were able to arrest him before any of these crimes actually could have been committed. We have a little bit of the press conference now.
Today is an example of a number of things, one of which is the complexity of the violence in which we deal with. Secondly is that the framework that our government has put together in the aftermath of 9/11 is working, that the investment in agencies sharing information, working together towards the common goals of keeping our community safe, rely upon an openness.
So according to the 30-page affidavit in support of the complaint, since early March, Domingo planned and took steps to manufacture and use a weapon of mass destruction in order to commit mass murder. This includes that rally over the weekend where Long Beach local news reporter Alondra was there. Now, luckily, none of that happened, and the announcement of this arrest puts the minds of a lot of people at ease, including those of the citizens of Long Beach. This all started after online posts and conversations that Domingo had between who he thought were other extremists. Turns out they were actually undercover FBI agents, and they began their investigation. He was taken into custody without further incident. This investigation continues, and we spoke to Chief Luna of the Long Beach Police Department, and here's what he had to say.
Our police leadership in the city planned it perfectly. A lot of it's the approach, because sometimes people get out there and the majority of them are peace-loving people who just want to get a message out. But there's people out there who want to cause problems. They start yelling at the police, trying to incite the police to do something. And our officers do an amazing job. They're patient, they're disciplined, and at the end of the day, everybody went home. I know there were a couple of people out there who were actually trying to turn the crowd against the police, but it didn't work. And everybody went home happy. And thank God this didn't materialize, because at the end of the day, you're talking about blood potentially being spilled. And I don't think the guy that was doing this cared if you were on the left or the right. You're an American. Listening to this case, you never know who's out there. And there's other people who may want to hurt a lot of people for all the wrong reasons. Typically, the way law enforcement finds out is somebody being vigilant, paying attention to what people are saying, what people are doing. And if somebody sees something that they just don't feel right about, call us. Let us look into it. It's better to be safe than sorry. So if you see something, you absolutely need to say something.
Now, this incident is being investigated by the FBI's Joint Terrorism Task Force, which includes local and federal law enforcement. If you see something, of course say something. You can remain anonymous. We'll stay on top of the story and bring you the very latest on Long Beach Local News and longbeachlocalnews.com. Reporting in downtown Los Angeles, Eric Richards, Long Beach Local News.